Night feels closer when you're here, like the distance finally gave in. I've lived through years of quiet fear, wondering how love begins. I've known cold rooms and colder days, where hope felt thin and hard to keep. But something changes when you stay, like my heart remembers how to breathe. You don't rush what's growing slow, you don't ask for more than truth, you just let the feeling show. Every beat feels warm when I'm standing next to you. All the nights I felt alone fade out of you. It's not the words, it's not the charm, it's the way you hold me through. After all I've been through, every beat feels warm with you. I remember times I held back love, afraid of what it might reveal. Every promise felt like borrowed trust, every touch too much to feel. But you don't make me guard my heart, you don't turn closeness into fear. You let something gentle start, like it's always been right here. Hear the truth inside my sigh and stay. Every beat feels warm with your hand holding mine. All the weight I carried in finally unwinds. You don't ask me to be brave, you don't tell me what to do. After all I've been through, every beat feels warm with you. Time has taken more than it gave, left its lines upon my face. But with you I'm not afraid to slow my step, to change my pace. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the night feels long and cold, I'll listen to my heart again and remember what it knows. Every beat feels warm, like it finally found its place. Not a moment passing fast, but something built to stay. If this life keeps moving on, through whatever storms it brings, I'll hold on to how it feels when love warms everything. feels lighter when you're near. Like I don't have to prove a thing. I've spent my years holding back my fears, afraid of what hope might bring. I've known love that felt like work, always one step from breaking down. But with you there's no disguise to wear, no heavy ground. You don't ask me to explain, you don't make me choose. You just let me be who I am, standing next to you. This is love that feels easy, like it's always been mine. Not a spark that burns too quickly, just a steady kind of light. It doesn't pull, it doesn't rush, it doesn't leave me uneasy. After all I've been through, this is love that feels easy. I remember nights I held my breath, waiting for the other shoe. Every promise felt like borrowed time, every feeling overdue. But you don't play with my heart, you don't turn warmth into doubt. You let love show up naturally and let fear find its way out. You hear the truth in my silence and stay. This is love that feels easy, with both feet on the ground. No need to chase tomorrow, no need to make a sound. You don't ask me to be perfect, you don't need me to be new. After all I've been through, this is love that feels easy. Time has taken its share from me, left its lines across my face. But with you I finally see, love doesn't have to race. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the road turns slow and steep, I'll trust the way you hold my hand and the promises we keep. This is love that feels easy, like I finally understand. It's not about forever, it's about where we stand. If this life keeps moving forward, I know what I'll choose. After all I've been through, this is love that feels easy. This is a love that feels easy, like I finally understand. It's not about forever, it's about where we stand. If this life keeps moving forward, I know what I'll choose. After all I've been through, this is love that feels easy. Settles soft and slow, No need to prove, no need to rush. I've lived through love that only knew how to demand, how to push. I've known hearts that bruise with time, words that cut before they heal. You don't reach for something sharp, you show me how tenderness feels. You don't hurry what's still becoming. You don't force what wants to stay. You let love move in its own way. This is love that grows kindly, with a careful open hand, not afraid of taking time to understand. It doesn't ask for perfection, it doesn't keep score or blame. After all I've been through, this is love that grows kindly. I remember nights I felt too much, thought my heart was hard to hold. Every promise felt conditional, every warmth ran cold. But you don't turn my doubts against me, you don't make my past a test. You treat every fragile moment like it deserves your best. You hear the truth beneath my fear and stay. This is love that grows kindly, with both feet on the ground, letting silence be honest, letting healing take its time. You don't ask me to be fearless, you don't ask me to be new. After all I've been through, this is love that grows kindly. Time has taught me how to guard, how to brace before the fall. But with you I'm learning now, I don't have to brace it all. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the road feels steep or blind, I'll trust the way you hold my heart, like patience was designed. This is love that grows kindly, not loud but deep and true, turning all the broken lessons into something new. If this life keeps changing shape, if the answers come slowly, I'll keep believing in love that grows kindly. The night arrives without a sound, just your breath and the lamp's slow glow. I spent my life racing the ground, afraid of stopping, afraid to know. I've known love that ran ahead, always chasing something new, but every step it ever took led me further from the truth. You don't pull me down the road, you don't ask for more than now, you just walk beside me slow. This is love that moves slowly, doesn't rush, doesn't race, every moment finding meaning in its own time and place. It's not scared of the quiet, it's not worried about tomorrow. After all I've been through, this is love that moves slowly. I remember nights I felt behind, watching life move past too fast. Every promise crossed my mind, like it was never built to last. But you don't hurry what we feel, you don't treat the heart like time, you let something real reveal without forcing any sign. You let silence say enough and stay. This is a love that moves slowly, with both feet on the ground. No grand plans, no finish line, just the truth we found. You don't ask me to be fearless, you don't ask me to be strong, you just keep on walking with me where this love belongs. Time has taught me how to fall, how to brace before the pain, but with you I don't at all feel the need to run again. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the answers take their time, I'll trust the way you're holding me, like patience was designed. This is love that moves slowly. This is love that moves slowly. Feels calm when you're this close, like I don't have to guard my tone. I've lived through years of second guessing, learning how to stand alone. I've known love that asks for answers, question sharp as broken glass. But you don't search for reason, you just see me as I am. You don't push when words fall short, you don't need me to pretend. You just listen to the quiet, like you've been there all along. This is love that understands every fear I never say. You don't need to read my mind, you just feel your way. It's not fixing what's been broken, it's holding what still stands. After all I've been through, this is love that understands. I remember nights I hid my heart, afraid of being seen too clear. Every feeling felt like a risk, every truth too close to fear. But you don't turn away from silence, you don't make my doubts feel wrong. You stay with me inside the moment, like you know where I'm coming from. You hear the weight beneath my words and let it rest. This is love that understands without asking me to change. You don't hurry my healing, you don't call it strange. You don't promise me perfection, you just offer me your hand. After all I've been through, this is love that understands. Time has taught me how to hide, how to carry things alone. But with you I don't divide what I feel from what I show. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if my strength feels thin or torn, I'll remember how you held me like you knew me from the start. This is love that understands in the quiet, in the scars. Not the man I wish I was, but the man I truly am. If this life keeps asking questions, I don't need to have a plan. After all I've been through, this is love that understands. The night feels softer than it used to be, like the shadows learn my name. I spend my life moving carefully, never sure where I could stay. I've known rooms that never felt mine, smiles that faded with the light. But something changes when you're near, like the dark gives up the fight. You don't ask where I've been, You don't count the years I lost, you just let me in. My heart feels home again, for the first time in so long. All the miles I've been carrying feel like they finally belong. It's not the walls, it's not the view, it's the way you pull me in. After all I've been through, my heart feels home again. I remember nights I stayed awake, wondering if love could last. Every promise felt like borrowed faith, every future tied to the past. But you don't treat my scars like warnings, you don't ask me to explain. You see the man beneath the worry and call him by his name. You hear the truth beneath my doubt and stay. My heart feels home again, with your hand holding mine. All the restless years behind me lose their claim on time. You don't promise me forever, you don't say where we'll begin, but standing here beside you, my heart feels home again. Time has taken more than it gave, left its lines upon my face, but with you I'm not afraid to believe in a gentle place. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the ground feels thin or strange, I remember how it feels when my heart feels safe again. My heart feels home again, not a place I have to find, just the quiet way you love me, like I was never lost in time. If this life keeps moving forward, through whatever storms it sends, I'll walk it slow and honest. My heart feels home again. Feel still when you're this near, like even time decides to wait. I've walked through years of doubt and fear, always one step from too late. I've known love that needed proof, every word weighed, every move rehearsed. But you don't question what's already true, you just feel it first. You don't ask my heart for reasons, you don't need it to explain. You just listen. My heart knows yours before a word is said. In the quiet space between us, where
not a choice, it's something deep and sure. After all I've been through, my heart knows yours. I remember nights I stood alone, trying to read the signs too hard. Every feeling felt overgrown, every hope left on guard. But you don't turn love into a test, you don't make me cross a line. You let connection do the rest, like it's been waiting all this time. You hear what I don't say and stay. My heart knows yours, like it always has. Through the years I tried to outrun, through the weight of the past. It doesn't rush, it doesn't force, it doesn't need applause. After all I've been through, my heart knows yours. Time has taught me how to doubt, how to keep my feelings small. But with you I'm finding out, love doesn't have to fall. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the ground shifts underfoot, I'll trust what I already feel, this quiet, solid truth. My heart knows yours in a way words can't show. Not because we planned it, just because it's so. If this life keeps moving forward, through whatever comes in store, I won't question what feels right. My heart knows yours. My heart knows yours. The night feels honest when it's just us here. No need to fill the space with sound. I've spent my life learning how to disappear. When love felt shaky, when ground broke down, I've known hearts that burned too fast, promises that couldn't stay. But what we have moves calm and deep, like it's choosing to remain. You don't pull me toward tomorrow, you don't ask me to explain. You just let this moment stay. Stay with this love, don't rush it through. Let it breathe, let it find its way like it always knew. It's not a fire that needs to prove, it's not afraid of the dark. Stay with this love, right here where we are. I remember nights I walked alone, was hard to keep. Every hope felt overgrown, every promise cut too deep. But you don't make me guard my heart, you don't ask me to be brave. You show me strength can be this quiet, you show me love can't stay. You hear the truth beneath my fear, and don't turn away. Stay with this love, with both feet down, let the noise fade into the past, let the world spin around. You don't need to swear forever, you don't need to start. Stay with this love, right here where we are. Time has taken more than it gave, left its lines across my face. But with you I'm not afraid to believe in a gentler pace. If tomorrow asks too much of us, if the answers come slow, I'll trust the way you're holding me, like you already know. Stay with this love when the moment feels small, when the words don't come easy, when the silence calls. If this life keeps testing us, if the road feels hard, stay with this love, right here where we are. Silence calls. If this life keeps testing us, if the road feels hard, stay with this love, right here where we are.
Feels quiet in a different way, like the world stepped back to listen in. I spend my life letting moments slip, afraid of where they'd end. I've known love that rushed the night, always reaching for what's next. But with you I don't feel the need to outrun what we've already got. You don't pull me toward tomorrow, you don't ask for guarantees. You just stay right here beside me, like this is all we need. I'm still holding this moment, like it's something meant to last. Not afraid it'll disappear, not haunted by the past. It's not a promise written out, it's not a truth I have to prove. I'm still holding this moment here with you. I remember nights I let go too soon, thinking that was how you survived. Every feeling felt
choose a side. You let the seconds fall gently, like they're safe to stay alive. You hear the calm beneath my fear, let it stay. I'm still holding this moment with both feet on the ground. No need to chase forever, no need to make a sound. You don't ask me to be certain, you don't tell me what to do. I'm still holding this moment. Time has taken more than it gave, taught me how fast things can fade. But with you I finally see, not everything is meant to break. If tomorrow comes demanding, if the answers come too soon, I'll remember how it feels when the world stands still with you. I'm still holding this moment like it's exactly where I belong. Not because it's perfect, but because it's honest and strong. If this life keeps moving forward, I know what I'll come back to. I'm still holding this moment, still holding it with you. It feels softer when you're near, like the world finally lowers its voice. I've lived through years of restless fear, thinking love was always a choice. I've known hearts that ask too much, moments sharp with doubt and rush. But you don't pull, you don't demand, you just take my hand. You don't fill the quiet with sound, you don't need to prove what's true. You let the noise fall to the ground, like you always do. There's a calm inside us when the lights grow dim. All the weight I've been carrying finally grows thin. It's not something we explain, it's not something we discuss, it's just the peace we find in the calm inside us. I remember nights I couldn't sleep, turning every thought around. Every promise felt too steep, every hope too easily drowned. But you don't wake my worry up, you don't turn the dark against me.
doesn't rush or push, it's just the truth we share. And the calm inside us. Time has taught me how to brace for the fall before the ground, but with you I slow my pace, let my guard come down. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the answers take their time, I'll remember how it feels when your heart is close to mine. There's a calm inside us, like a promise we don't say, not about forever, just about today. If this life keeps turning fast and the world keeps testing us, I'll hold on to what we found, the calm inside us. There's a calm inside us. The night comes down without a fight, no restless thoughts, no need to run. I've lived so long in constant motion, never knowing how to be done. I've known love that shook the ground, left my heart awake for days. But you don't come with thunder, you arrive in quieter ways. You don't ask me to explain, you don't try to read my mind, you just sit inside the silence, like you've got all the time. You are my stillness, everything's loud, the place where my worries finally calm down. It's not the answers you give me, it's the way you stay. After all I've been through, you are my stillness. I remember nights I couldn't rest, turning fear into a plan. Every moment felt unfinished,
every hope slipping through my hand. But you don't wake the old ghost, you don't pull me back inside. You let the past lie where it fell and stand gently by my side. You hear the weight beneath my breath and let it go. You are my stillness, with both feet on the ground. When the world keeps spinning, you don't spin me around. You don't ask me to be fearless, you don't tell me who to be. After all I've been through, you are my stillness to me. Time has taken what it could, left its lines across my face. But with you I've learned at last, there's strength in slowing pace. If tomorrow comes demanding, if the noise comes rushing in, I remember how it feels when you let the quiet win. You are my stillness in a restless world, not a moment passing by, but a truth unfurled. If this life keeps pulling hard in 1,000 directions at once, I'll come back to where I'm safe. You are my stillness. Lighter when you're walking, like the walls don't lean so close. I've lived with weight I never showed, carried quiet fear like a coat. I've known love that watched me fall, never reaching out in time. But you don't miss the fragile moments, you see them in my eyes. You don't ask me what I'm hiding, you don't tell me to be strong. You just look at me and suddenly I know I belong. Your smile feels safe, like I can finally breathe. All the guarded parts of me lay down their key. It's not a promise, not a plan, just something honest and true. After all I've been through, your smile feels safe. I remember nights I doubted love, wondered if it ever stayed. Every Every tender moment felt borrowed. Every joy began afraid. But you don't turn warmth into worry. You don't let the silence hate. You meet my fear with something steady. Every time you smile that way, you see me as I am and don't look away. Your smile feels safe even when words fail, like a harbor in the middle of a rising gale. You don't need to rescue me, you don't need to prove. After all I've been through, your smile feels safe. Time has taken what it could, left its marks along my face. But when you smile the way you do, it all softens into grace. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the ground gives way beneath, I'll remember how it feels when your smile looks back at me. Your smile feels safe, like I finally come home, not to a place or a moment, just somewhere I'm known. If this life keeps asking questions, I already know what's true. After all I've been through, your smile feels safe.